Kitakubu.
What's up everyone, KitaSean here. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little trailer reaction video on Fate Grand Order Arcade. Last night during the live stream for Fate Grand Order Arcade, they revealed two new playable servants: Francis Drake, 5-star writer, and Edward Teach, 2-star writer. Now, these two servants will come into Arcade on the 26th, if I'm not mistaken, and this will also be the release date of the next chapter, Okeanos, which a lot of players were looking forward to. So probably for me, I won't be able to roll for these two until the next time I go to Japan, and I honestly don't think I'm going to Japan later this month. Probably next year again, so we'll see. But really excited about Edward Teach and Drake. I think they look amazing in this game. I actually already watched the trailer, but I kind of want to get a better look at it. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a trailer reaction video on both of them. Alright, so the first trailer that we're going to watch is going to be Francis Drake. And Francis Drake is going to be the first 5-star writer in Arcade, and I think this is going to be really good, especially in PvP, because, well, Waver and Tamamo exist in FGO Arcade, and those two servants are really good when it comes to support. They're top tier, obviously, even in the mobile version, but because Drake comes in as a 5-star writer, she'll be able to do more damage. She'll be able to, target them, basically. Her job in PvP will be to target a Waver or a Tamamo. Now, the question is how far is her range when it comes to normal attacks, to skills, and her Noble Phantasm. I'm assuming because it's an AoE Noble Phantasm, I'm gonna assume she takes up the whole field, or she goes straight ahead. We'll have to see, but this trailer only shows her doing close range attacks and obviously her Noble Phantasm animation, which I actually think is the best adaptation of it. So let's go ahead and take a look. So yeah, I really think Drake is going to be really good. Again, we won't. Oh, I forgot to turn the volume up. We won't be able to see any official gameplay until the 26th, but I think she's going to be really good. So here you go, summoning Drake.
あんたが新しい雇い主かい？私はフランシス・ドレイク。まあ仲良くやろうじゃないか。
So boom, Francis Drake, she looks amazing. Can't wait to see her in her pirate hat. I mean, there's already screenshots of it, but as you can see, a bunch of close range attacks. Again, this doesn't really give us a good look at her, long range attacks, if she has any long range attacks. I'm assuming she does because she's holding pistols. But her Noble Phantasm is really cool. I love how they put it in the ocean, unlike Extella Link where it's flying. I hated that, but it makes sense. Extella Link, they're in, they're in Seraph, so it makes sense that there's no ocean there. But going back a little bit, so again, we don't know what her range is when it comes to how far she is from an enemy, because again she has guns, so I'm assuming she can shoot from a far range like archers. But the question is, how far is her range for her skills and her Noble Phantasm? Because if you guys have watched some of my gameplay for FGO Arcade, then you will see there's like a highlight, and when you're using a skill, you need your teammates to be either close by or your enemies close by, so that you can use up a skill like a paralyzed skill or like a buff skill. And it really depends how close you need to be in order to use it, because there are some servants that really need to be up close in order to use that skill, and there's actually some servants that just are far away and be like, oh yeah, here you go, have a buff kind of thing, so, or have a debuff kind of thing. So I really think depending on how far her range is on her skills and her Noble Phantasm, I think she's going to be a really good servant. Again, I feel like she's going to be really good in PvP in general, because of the top teams have casters like Waver and Tamamo. So I think Drake is definitely a great counter against those two casters. Alright, so next is Edward Teach, so let's go ahead and take a look. So Edward Teach actually looks really fun, just because, it's Edward Teach. He's a 2-star servant, so obviously when it comes to cost, no problem. Ryder as well, so again, another counter against Waver and like Tamamo and stuff like that. I'm gonna assume that he only has close range attacks. Like, everyone thinks that every character has a far range attack. They don't. Like, Sabers don't have it. Like, Arturia, she needs to be up close in order to do damage. So I think Edward Teach is gonna be one of those as well. I love his like attacks like that, the barrel. Like, his attack animations look really fun, and then his Noble Phantasm actually looks really cool. And then the pose. Cool. So yeah, I think Edward Teach looks like a really fun servant to play with. And is he going to be good? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I'm not sure how his skills are going to play out in PvP, but we'll see. So there you go. Francis Drake, Edward Teach, they come out on the 26th, and that's actually in a few days from now. So if you're in Japan, go check that out. Also, Okeanos is coming out as well, so a bunch of new materials probably will come out as well. As for events and stuff like that, I don't think they're going to be releasing any events as of now, because they just had the summer event. I feel like October is coming up, so maybe a Halloween type event is going to come out in FGO Arcade, which I think they'll talk about more next month, obviously. But I think Drake looks amazing. I really do. And I think she's going to be a really good servant in Arcade. As for Teach, I think he's just a really fun servant to play as. Honestly, just by looking at the trailer, he looks really fun. Like, his animation is really fun. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Laters.